Hi guys, Dr. Snippets here, and finally I have got the Destiny set. Wow. I've waited quite a while for this, so I'm going to pretty much go straight into reviewing it. But just quickly, I haven't done a Dalek set review for about 5 months. The last one was the Revelation one, and this really messes up my plans because I was planning on getting the Genesis set first and reviewing that first, but obviously, as you all know, because you all know the story, I got this first. So yeah, so I'm reviewing them out of order, unfortunately, because this was the last set to be released and the Genesis was second to last. But while we're on the subject even of Genesis sets, Forbidden Planet finally sent mine today. But it means it won't come till I'm back at school, which isn't actually that bad, because it means it will be my comeback video, the review of the Genesis set, when I come home from school for the first time. And that will be my comeback video. So it won't be in the collection update, but oh well. So, finally, we can review the Destiny set. And I'm going to start off by reviewing the packaging. So if I just quickly get that. Here it is. Well, you can't see much at the moment because I don't want to move the stuff behind. So we're going to have to go off the stand. So a very quick look around this beautiful packaging. In the bottom we've got Destiny of the Daleks collector set, 4th Doctor, and it's got the 4th Doctor's dates with the old Doctor Who logo. Over this side we've got a picture of the 4th Doctor holding one of the Suicide Daleks bombs. And we have Davros, as played by David Goodson. And then, well, I think, yeah, it was, yeah. And then down here we have 1979, so the year this episode first aired. Down this side we have got set includes the 4th Doctor, Davros, 2 Daleks. And then we got a picture of 2 Daleks. Now at first I was annoyed with this set because the Daleks were different, but at the time I didn't realise the Daleks were actually slightly different, because that's how lazy the props department were back in those days. But I don't recall them being different in the Genesis of the Daleks. Not too sure about that. I think that's more of just a lazy character options repaint. Not too sure. Anyway, and then down here we got the Underground Toys logo with their web address. On the top we have got the set includes again. I won't bother reading that out. Got the logo again. And we have something that says 4 posable action figures. Down this side we've got just a bigger picture of the 4th Doctor holding one of the bombs. And we've got the set includes again and the title again. They do overdo things. Then on the back we have got a bit of info, actually quite a lot of info, about the Destiny of the Daleks. So if you want to read that, I'd advise pausing it now. There you go. And there is the logo again, title of the set. And then we got something funny here. Well, it's not really funny, it's only nerdily funny. Look, we got Davros, Dalek and Dalek. Because in the past they've said stuff like Supreme Dalek and Dalek, or Imperial Dalek and Renegade Dalek. This time they just get to say Dalek and Dalek. Up the top we have all the dates of the Doctors again. Well, not again, but you know, it's on all classic sets. Then we just got a bit of information about the 4th Doctor, as played by Tom Baker, obviously. And the bigger picture again of the bomb. Finally, down the bottom we got product information, Underground Toys, character options, and the contents of the set. Then, last part, on this side we have the logo again, Davros, what it includes, and the title of the set for a final time. And I know that wasn't my usual, well, my new style packaging reviews, so cut down. It wasn't that cut down at all, but with a one-off packaging, I do like to go into every single detail. And in the past, I would have done a lot more detail than that, so we'll slightly cut down. Anyway, to start off with, we are going to review the 4th Doctor figure. Okay, so the 4th Doctor figure. This is a rather... Well, you all know I don't really like the 4th Doctor, and it doesn't mean I don't like his figures though. But this figure is very... Yeah, I'd say it's disappointing, because it's such a basic figure. It's just like 3 colours, and no detail on those colours, and a scarf. The scarf's brilliant. All Tom Baker figures with the scarf are great. Now, what I don't get is why they can release something as brilliant as the Burgundy 4th Doctor with K9, which that is a great figure. I haven't actually got it, I must get it. But so I've seen it, and people tell me it's brilliant, and yeah, it looks great. And then there is this sort of figure. Now, this one is being re-released in the City of Death set later this year, and it's just slightly different because it's got the scarf's all different. It's just sort of laying over him, because I'm pretty sure that City of Death followed Destiny of the Daleks. But that figure looks better. The scarf is much better as well. This is just a re-release of the 11 Doctor set scarf. So I'm looking forward to the one that comes in the City of Death set. Hopefully they've improved it, but this one isn't that good. I'll start off by showing you the details. So if we just take his Sonic out, and I just have a quick look at his Sonic. This one's not going to be as easy to do as the Gang of Doctors one. Nope, anyway. Can't really get a good view of it, but there we go, that's the best. Yeah, it does look like the 4th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, which is very good for something so small, but we've all seen that. So, yes, the 4th Doctor. Let's start with his detail. On the head, we have a face that looks like Tom Baker, but the expression on his face doesn't look like Tom Baker. I'd have been happier if they gave it a more... Not a grin, not as ridiculous as the Wave 1 figure, but at least a sort of smile. It's very plain and quite boring, really. But it does look like a Tom Baker, a Tom Baker, and I really like the head. Obviously we've got the scarf as well, if I just show you that. It's not the best of Tom Baker scarves. As I said, it's just the one that was in the 11 Doctor set, so not brilliant. Now onto the parts that disappointed me. The shirt, well, obviously you can't do too much with a shirt, but very boring. The coat, I'll come back to that, but here is the worst. The trousers and the boots. They are so basic, I don't know how to describe it, but certain figures are like this. They're just painted one colour, nothing else. They're just one colour, no detailing at all. And then that even spreads down to the boots. I'm not even really going to spend time over them because they're so boring. Just have a look at them. The boots are just on the edge of okay. The trousers, bad. But going up to his coat, we have a different story if you pull away the scarf. We have a very well done load of buttons and buttonholes, as you can see there. So if we put that round, you lose it when you put the scarf back, which is a shame. And then down this side we just have a couple of one pocket. Around the back it's just a plain back with 2 buttons, another pocket, and we have actually got some buttons on the sleeve, which is nice. So now all I can do is the articulation of this figure. Well, to start off with, the head doesn't move on mine, but I think that's because the scarf's in the way. Arms, do a 360 at the shoulder, do a 90 degrees at the elbow. Normally I'd be using this arm, but my 1 second joint doesn't work on that arm. So yeah, 90 degrees at the elbow, 360 at the second joint, and then yeah, we have 360 hand articulation at the wrist. Then going down, legs split apart slightly, but the coat sort of blocks them. It's quite a heavy coat, so it doesn't really work. The waist twists slightly, but yet again the coat limits that. The knees bend 90 degrees. No thigh second joint, so no 360 at the thigh. And then we have a bit of foot articulation. I thought it might go 360, but mine really just doesn't want to budge. It wobbles a bit, like just wiggle. So yeah, overall, not a good figure. However, it's nice for display, but holding, looking at, too close up, not that good. So I really can't tell, because I don't want to give it something like, normally a figure like this I give a 6 or a 7 out of 10, and that sometimes I feel that's too good for it, and sometimes I feel that it's bad for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a 5 out of 10, but that doesn't really mean anything. That normally 5 out of 10 means it's a bad figure, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just meaning I can't decide what to give it, because sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. So you can decide on that one.